Gentlemen, what's going on today, guys? Let me adjust this a little bit. Oh man, the first time you're joining this live stream. My name is Lannie. As you can tell, guys, I just finished running on my treadmill, so I'm sweating. I'm sweating bullets, man. I just finished getting my treadmill run on. Yeah, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Lannie. It's the first time to the channel. I'm a personal trainer in the New York State area. If you guys live in the tri-state area, which is Connecticut, New Jersey, or New York, I am willing to drive out to your location to meet up with you in your local gym. If you have a home gym, we could work out there as well. If that's something you can afford monthly, I can be your guy. I can make it convenient for you, help you build strength, help you lose weight, help you with your food plans, and all around just help and be there to motivate you every single step of the way. I can be a part of your journey. You can be a part of my journey where we could work together, So, yeah, man. So that's what I do, guys. I put myself on a challenge for the next couple of months till the end of June to drop 10 to 15 pounds of body fat. So every single day, not every single day. I document Monday to Friday of my journey. Just, sit down, relax, do a little bit of workout, and talk to the people, But my goal is to do cardio 5 days a week, which actually I was in the gym yesterday. If you look at the channel, the video that I uploaded Sunday on the 16th, I was actually at the gym. I uploaded that video once I got out the gym. Actually, I uploaded a video right from the gym. So that was like a freshly video right there, man. But yeah, I'm in the gym as well on the weekends. I go to the gym now Saturday and Sunday. Also, I did some cardio yesterday too, man. I was in the gym for 2.5 hours yesterday, dude. I felt so good, though. I got there early and the gym was empty. So I love going to the gym, dude, in the morning, early mornings when it's empty. On the weekends, the gym open at 7. So I got there like around 9:30, like a little bit before, like a little after 9 o'clock. Yeah. I walked in there, dude. I was shocked, but it was raining. It was raining the whole day in New York yesterday. So I got inside the gym, dude. There was limited amount of people. So that's everything is available, So I end up banging out, bro, man. I did some back yesterday, bro. Brutal. I'm talking about brutal, dude. 2 hours of straight back workout. And when I work out, I don't work out on pause. Like a lot of people I see working out, like in the gym. Like when I'm doing this live stream here, I pause because this live stream is not about me just working out. It's also having a conversation. But when I'm at the gym, dude, with no live stream or no video, nothing, bro, I just listen. I'm focused on the working out, man. I'm focused on the workout. So the 2 hours, I'm talking about taking 10 to 15 seconds break. So the 2 hours I spent in the weight room, I literally worked out. I'll say I worked out for at least an hour and 50 minutes. So at least an hour, 50 minutes. I put 10 minutes just for, me taking breaks. But it was brutal. When I got out of the gym, dude, once I got out of the weight room, I went to the treadmill. Do another 20 minutes on the treadmill. So the time I got home, forget about it, dude. Forget it. After I took a shower and relaxed, I was feeling my muscles. I was feeling it, dude. I pushed myself to the limit, but it happens, though. But anyway, yeah, man. How you guys' days going? I hope you guys having a good day, good afternoon, wherever you at in the world, man. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for the comment on the stream. I appreciate you, whomever you are. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. So let's get into today. I'm gonna do a little bit of shoulders because Saturday I did chest at the gym. Sunday I did back. I started to split it up too. That's something I never used to do working out. And Saturday I did it for the first time. Let me just do this. I actually worked out 2 body parts on Saturday. But I mainly did chest. I went for chest, and after I did an hour chest, I'm like, you know what? Let me also include, after some chest, do a little bit of shoulders. So I included half an hour shoulders on Saturday. And yesterday, Sunday, when I went to the gym, I was like, okay, you know what? I kind of like the split. So I did back and biceps yesterday. So the 2 hours, I did a heavy set of back, like an hour and 20 minutes, do the straight back workout. Lats pull down, reverse grip, pull down, lats, front grip, Man, I did a whole bunch of workouts back yesterday, man. Bend over rows. Oh man, I did it all. It was a good session though, but I'd still after that, I did 40 minutes of straight biceps, so actually I liked it a lot. I liked it the split. I never for all the 6 years, for over the 6 years I've been lifting weights, I honestly never split. Like me, normally I go work out and I'll do chest today, back tomorrow, legs, shoulders, bicep, triceps. Like I never really, the only days, actually, yes, so I'm lying. So I split bicep, tricep day. That's the only time I actually split an exercise. I'll do bicep, tricep, and forearms. Basically an entire arm workout, so I don't really consider the split. But yeah, I would do biceps, triceps, and my forearm the same day. And this is all three separate muscle group on your arm. Yes, so that's a split. But normally, like a chest day, I'll just bang out chest for hour and a half, just straight chest. Back, hour and a half, just straight back. Shoulders, hour and a half, straight shoulders. All those days though, in between, I'll do my core as well. I've been running a lot, and the fastest way to lose stomach fat, believe it or not, for me, is running. So I used to do cardio. I used to do core exercise. I used to do my core, I said 2-3 days a week. So now I'm doing core exercise twice a week because I'm running 5-6 days a week. So I don't see the need to do core exercise 3-4 days no more when I'm actually running 5-6 days a week. So yeah, because I don't know about you guys out there, man, but I used to be close to 400 pounds. And when I decided to lose the weight, that's the first thing I started to do was cardio. Like that's the first thing I started to do, bro, and it worked. It worked for me a lot. I used to just go to the park before I even joined the gym, dude. I started going to the park for walks. A lot of people don't understand when you're very obese to almost 400 pounds, that's you're obese. The best thing that you can do is start off with cardio. And eventually after cardio for a couple of months, get into the resistance training, which is the weightlifting. Because when you're very chubby, when you're very obese and you're losing the weight, if you don't do strength resistant training, the fat that's on your body is just going to become very, very, it's going to look outrageous. So it's always best when you're a heavy set person, when you're an obese person, to include weight resistance training in your daily routines. I started with cardio. I did cardio for the first 4 months. I was going to the park. I started 3 days a week, dude. I remember, I'll never forget, dude. I was close. My heaviest I got to 397. And I started going to the park. From going to the park, dude, I couldn't run at the time. I started walking, then, sit for a little while. And after that, every week I started just keep going. I just never give up, dude. And I'm here right now. I lost a whole lot of weight and I'm loving my life. You know what I mean? I remember 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago, dude, it was hard for me to walk. You know what I mean? It was hard for me to even run. Now I could run for over an hour, dude, like just running. Probably if I push myself, I could do more than an hour and a half. The longest I ran for was an hour and a half. And I wasn't that tired when I finished. I just gave myself that goal to just run for over an hour. And I ended up running for over an hour and a half. So I think if I push myself, I could run as long as I want. But over 6.5 years ago, it wasn't like that for me. But the point I'm trying to bring across is that if you're that heavy, obese, I think the first thing you should start doing is cardio. Well, the first thing in reality is the food. Let's not forget the elephant in the room. The main thing when you start a weight loss journey or you start a better life, when you start making better life choices in regards to your health, I'll say the first thing to basically get after is the food. I think is that was the hardest for me as well. That was hard for me as well, but I made the decision, man, that I will never go back because at the time I was just tired of listening to my doctor telling me, man, that I'm too obese, that my blood pressure, my cholesterol, the sugar is high. Like, dude, I got tired of it, like almost having diabetes and all of that stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to listen to my doctor for years because I was born chubby. I was born 10.5 pounds. So I grew up a pudgy baby. You know what I mean? I grew up pudgy. So it wasn't something that, I was born 6 pounds and I just got I just got incredibly obese because of my family feeding me food. No, I was born pudgy, 10 and a half pounds, out the womb. So I grew up a pudgy boy, simple and plain. I grew up pudgy, man. But when I decided to, like, you know what, I got to start listening to my doctor. This is best for my health, and I got to start doing it, man. I did it. And the beginning, yeah, the food was hard, bro. And the food was crazy hard. But I just never stopped, dude. And over the years, you know what I realized over the years? People always say, what's what it takes to become successful. People always, and I was one of those people that asked the question too. But over the years of me going through this journey of becoming a healthier version of myself, you know what I truly understand about life? Success only come when you're consistent with anything you're doing towards a successful life. I think people always look for the quick way out, and people always like, damn, like I've been doing this for 2 years, I've been doing this for 3 years. Listen, I honestly think, and I could say that to you guys, man, with my head held high, with my eyes directly into this camera, success comes with being consistent. Simple and plain, because when I used to be chubby, I never thought I had it in me to ever lose weight and become a healthier version of myself. And at the beginning, I wanted to give up, dude. After like the first year, after 12 months of me going to the park, after 4 months, I joined the gym finally. From me working out in the back of my house, after the first 12 months, I'm like, I'm not seeing no change. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm eating better. I'm not, I'm drinking soda, but instead of 7 days a week, I started drinking soda 2, 3 days a week. It took me a little while to gradually cut back with the food. That's why I told you guys at the beginning, the food was very hard for me. But I started cutting back little by little. I started doing the soda thing 4 days, and I started doing 2 days, 3 days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gave myself time to cut back, but I realized that it was so easy for me to be like, I'm done. Like, after the 12 months, I wasn't seeing no results. I feel like, I'm just doing this for no reason. But I kept going. And I had nobody to motivate me because I started doing this on my own. That's another reason a lot of people fail, because when they're on a solo journey, it's hard for people to do things on their own. It's hard for people to accomplish things by themselves. It's very hard. You know what I mean? So when I started on the weight loss journey to become a healthier version of myself, dude, it was mad hard because I did it. I started on my own, and I still work out on my own. I never worked out with a buddy. Like, I will go to the gym and I'll see people that I know, and yeah, I'll get a workout in with them right there. But I never been someone to like, oh, let me call one of my boys, yo, listen, let's go get a workout in. I'll meet you at the gym at this time. No, I always just get up and get to it myself. So at the beginning, dude, at the first 12 months, at the first 12 months, I was very excited to do it because I wanted to change. So I was doing it 3 days a week. I've been honest. I did it 3 days a week for the first whole 12 months. Because I came from years, dude, of not working out. Years of my life not working out, not eating good, so I didn't want to immediately push myself and commit to 5, 6 days a week. So I committed to 3 days a week. And that's how a lot of people fail, because they'll make incredible commitments at the beginning of the year. After Christmas, people make this outrageous amount of New Year's resolution. Oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going to work out 5 days. I'm going to eat. No, listen, it's not a realistic idea to give yourself goals eventually it's not going to be achievable. Because if you're coming from never ever working out, never eating clean, and immediately you think you could just be like, okay, I'm going to do this 5 days a week. I'm going to do this 6 days a week. You don't work like that, dude. Listen, it don't work like that. I know for a fact because I did it. I went through it, dude. Anyway, I'm going to do some shoulders, man. Let me get in a set, though. The intro was like, I got to get me a set, dude. We'll do some shoulder, some military presses. Some set military press, bro. So yeah, man. So I think after 12 months with me doing, and the 3 days I was doing, I did the cardio for 3 days. And after the cardio, I started weight training. For the 4 months of that year, 4 months out of the 12 months, I was just in the park. I wasn't doing no weight resistant training. I was just going to the park and doing cardio. And after the 4 months, I joined the gym. So when I used to go to the gym, I used to do cardio first. I'll go on the treadmill. Little by little, started running, walk, run, walk, run, walk, run. From that, I'll go to the weight room, bang out. Like I used to stay in the gym for an hour at the beginning for 1 hour. I did it 3 days a week. Yeah, but after 12 months, I didn't really see no result, dude. So I'm like, damn, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, you look at these bodybuilders and they're talking about within 90 days. Did you see this guys? Like within 90 days, you see the transformation with this bodybuilding. At the time, though, I never knew about like the whole steroids and PEDs and none of that stuff. Because remember, majority of the bodybuilders used to always, they never said what they used to get their body like that. They always used to just eat 6, 7 times a day. But I used to always say like, this doesn't add up because I'm chubby, I'm obese. And I got obese from eating 6, 7 times a day. So I'm like, that doesn't add up to me. Like, it doesn't add up. And then I always try to look into it. I'm like, how these people is eating 6, 7 meals a day, but they're lean, shredded. So it never add up to me until Rich Piana came out and actually said because I used to watch Rich a lot. I used to watch Rich videos a lot, dude. Like that's one of my favorite guys. Like I used to watch Rich Piana videos all the time on YouTube, dude, all the time. So when Rich came out and was like, the reason he's so big, and he admit to everything. He admit what he was using. He said the cycles that he was on. He said that he'd been on steroids for over 20 something years. I'm like, oh, now it made sense. Because I used to look at Rich Pinero. What's his last name? But anyway, Rich. I used to look at Rich videos, and this guy used to be doing hamburger challenge, pizza challenge. I'm like, dude, I eat a slice of pizza and I feel like I gained 10 pounds. This guy is doing pizza challenge, eating boxes of pizza, eating 5, 6 burgers with French fries and milkshake. And I'm like, how the hell is this possible? And then Rich finally came out and he was like, he's on this cycle, that. Then I started thinking like, no wonder, dude. I'm like, because it never add up to me. Like, how you telling me, dude, like you could eat 6, 7 meals per day, but don't gain weight? I'm like, I became close to 400 pounds by eating 4, 5 times a day. And I put on weight crazy. So I'm like, how is this people eating and they can't gain weight? And they're eating fast food, they're eating junk food, they're eating whatever. And they can't gain weight. But shout out to Rich and may he rest in peace. He's actually the first one that I hear saying about the whole steroid stuff. But that wasn't a path I wanted to go on. You know what I mean? So after me going through the 12 months, I'm like, yeah, something is not right, dude. But what wasn't right, which every human being, and that's one of the biggest reasons humans fail. Because if we as human beings not seeing the results after we are putting in the work, we immediately say, listen, something is not right. And a lot of us give up. And I was at that point after 12 months, I'm like, this is not working. I'm still over 370 pounds. I'm still fat. I'm still hard for me to walk. I'm working out. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, but I remember going to the gym one day and I'm talking to one of the trainers and I'm telling him like, yo, dude, like, I used to since I joined the gym, like he always say hi to me and stuff. Like, always tell me if I need help with anything, let him know. But I used to just watch YouTube videos for all the techniques that I know right now. I'll be honest with you, when I learn my different ways and stuff, but everything that I know about working out, I learned it from watching guys like Rich Piana, watching guys like, Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, Drexler Jackson, Dallas Maverick. Like I watched those guys. I used to watch those guys all the time. So a lot of the workouts they did, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, if I do this, do that. I used to be in the gym, dude, with the phone, just looking at this guy's technique, the way they hold the bars and all of that stuff, So I'm like, I'm doing everything this bodybuilding dudes is doing. Like, they're looking sick, they're shredded, you know. And this, so then I'm like, you know what? This is not for me. So I remember one day going to the gym, and the personal trainer, dude, he seen me and he was like, yo, damn, dude, you always look so excited when you come here. What's going on? I'm like, nah, dude. I'm like, yo, bro, I've been here for over, I've been at the gym for over, what, 8 months now, dude. I don't see no result. Like, I feel like I'm not doing something right. He's like, nah, dude. He's like, listen, well, from since you came here to now, you lost weight, dude. I'm like, no, dude, I didn't lose no weight. Like, on the scale of 4 or 5 pounds, that's really nothing. Like, I was hoping to, at least within the 8 months of joining the gym, at least I would have been down like 40, 50 pounds. So the guy was telling me, he's like, listen, it's not that easy. He's like, to gain the weight, you put it on fast, but to lose it, it takes time. And he's like, when you're doing it naturally, like just eating clean and working out, it takes time to lose the weight. And I'll be honest with you, man, that's the words I needed at that point, dude. And from that conversation, I just kept working out. I just listened to this guy, and he said, listen, up the days. It's like, you're doing 3 days, it's like, do 4 days. It's like, next 2-3 months, bring it to 5 days. And he was like, just stay at 5 days. He did do 5 days a week, an hour to an hour and a half, and you're good. Bro, I continued doing. After 18 months, I started seeing real result, man. But the moral of the story is what I'm trying to tell you guys. People always say, what's the hack to success? Or what's the trick to success? There is no hack. There is no trick to success. What I came up with to be a successful human being in this world, all it takes is consistency. That's all you have to do. You have to keep being consistent with whatever you're doing. I think, because I'm using myself an example. Like, if I would have not stood consistent over the past 6 years, I would have not been sitting here talking to you guys on this live stream. So going through my journey, I realized, I'm like, dude, that's the key to success. It's whatever you're doing to become a successful person, you have to constantly make it a part of your life. You have to constantly think about it. In reality, I think is becoming obsessed. It's, in a way, you have to become obsessed with having a good life. That's the only how I think you're going to do it, because once you get obsessed with doing better in your life, once you get obsessed with doing better, now the consistency is going to follow. Like me, every single day I wake up, dude, I just look and try to figure out ways to have a better life tomorrow. Like, I don't go down the path of taking shortcuts. I don't go down the path of being bad to people, being mean to people, being disrespectful to people. I always, no matter what I'm going through, I'm willing to help someone else out. No matter what I'm going through. I will never drive past or walk past somebody starving. I will never drive past or walk past seeing an elderly woman or elderly man with a bag and they need help, they're struggling. I will pull over, park, and help them as best as I can. Like, so regardless of what I'm going through, I always look towards doing better for my community as well as for myself. You know what I mean? So I use my life as an example, because if I would have not stayed consistent with me working out and eating clean, I would have not lost the weight. I would have not been who I am today. So after over 6.5 years I've been doing this, I'm like, it has to be the key to success is to stay consistent. Is to be consistent with anything that you're doing in life. If you have a brand and you're selling t-shirts, hoodies, whatever it is, stay consistent. Which I currently have an Amazon store. If you guys would like to support my store, I would really appreciate the support. I'm currently on Amazon. I have my own Amazon clothing brand. Well, not Amazon. I have my own brand of clothes, which was built from scratch, from designer, from pen to paper to everything. Fabric, sourcing, sample making, pattern, everything was done from scratch. My company, my business, is not a drop shipping business. My entire brand was designed from scratch. So if you guys are looking for original design hoodies and original design t-shirts, unisex t-shirt, hats, and hoodies. I have hoodies for guys, hoodies for girls, originally designed by a professional designer. My name of my store is called Ambrose. That's Ambross. Can you please put that in the chat for me? The name of the brand is called Ambrose. Ambross. So once again, guys, I would appreciate your support. Just if you do shop on Amazon, just go to the search bar, put in Ambross, and all my clothing, all my clothes, my apparels is going to show up. I appreciate the support. But anyway, continuing what I was talking about. That's what I'm doing. But I'm never going to give that up. Because I always look back as when I first started my weight loss journey, I wanted to give up after a year. I wanted to give up really bad because I felt like I wasn't getting no progress. I've been on Amazon for, I'll say for 2 years. Yes, probably 2 years, a little less than 2 years, but the progress is not there neither. But I always look back on my journey with my health. And I look back on the journey with my health and I'm like, at the beginning of my health journey, at the beginning of me deciding to lose weight and to become a healthier version of myself, with the first 12 months, I was just fin to give up. I was like, damn, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. You know, like I'm doing as best as I can and this is not working. But if I didn't have that conversation with the guy at the gym, the personal trainer, and he didn't advise me to keep going, and with the help of God and his family, I said, you know what, thanks for your words, and I'm going to keep going, dude. And I made that decision right there at the gym that I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. And instead of doing 3 days, I started doing 5 days a week. And within the next 6 months, I seen drastic change within my weight, within my endurance. I could walk for a longer period of time. I could get on the treadmill for a longer period of time. When I was going to the park, I was running for a longer period of time. So I could see the difference with my endurance at the time. So I'm like, yes, it's working. You know, and I remember after 18 months, I scheduled a doctor's appointment to go back to my doctor to show her that I'm actually doing what it takes, you know, to live a healthier lifestyle. Let me do another set, dude. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so after that, I made it an appointment to go see my doctor just to let her know the update, you know. So I remember walking into my doctor's office, man, I was so happy, dude. I'm like, this lady for so many years, because I have the same doctor from since I was mad young, dude, like family doctor. But like I was super happy, like going into her office, and I'm like, yes, finally, this lady cannot talk shit to me today. Like, and she never was talking shit. She always just tried to help me, dude. And you know, I don't know if you guys have those type of doctors. Like my doctor, even today, she's still my doctor, dude. Like she never wanted to put me on medication. She never wanted to put me on medication. When my blood pressure was through the roof, she always told me ways to lower my blood pressure naturally. My sugar, my cholesterol. She just tell me my cholesterol. A lot of people don't know that though. Like when your cholesterol is high, the main culprit for like high cholesterol, I think, well, what I was told by my doctor, fried food. When you eat a lot of fried food, it raises your cholesterol a lot. And I used to be one of those people that used to eat a lot of fried food, dude. So I cut all those things off little by little. I cut those things off. So within the 18 months of me actually working out and feeling better, dude, I was super excited going to her office, man. I felt mad good. Mad good, dude. Once I got in and she seen me, she gave me a hug. She was like, I knew you could have done it. I knew you could do it. Congratulations, dude. She put me on the scale and she was like, what? She was shocked. She was shocked. She was like, I knew you could do it, though. That's why I never wanted you to get on medications. I'm like, thank you so much, dude. And that right there after the doctor visit, it gave me the motivation to just keep going and going and going. And look at me now. Working out is a part of my life every day now. Even on the weekend, no matter what time I made it home, 2, 3 in the morning from work, I still get up after a couple of hours of sleep and I'll still go to the gym. Nowadays, I don't even complain about, oh, I'm tired. No, it's exercising and living a healthy lifestyle is such a part of my life now. It's like every single day I look forward to working out. Every day, dude. I look forward to getting on the treadmill and run. You know, I look forward to coming to the weight room and lift some weights, even if it's for 1 hour. You know what I mean? So my whole point is, the reason I'm saying all of those things is to say this. Consistency in life really pays off. And that goes in every aspects of life. It goes within every aspect, and I'm serious. Whomever is out there looking at this live stream right now, you probably think I'm bugging, but I'm telling you right now, think about something that you pushed through that changed your life. And think about from the beginning of the situation that you had to push through to become a different version of yourself, because we all go through things that makes us different. I'm talking about you have to look at something that actually changed your life for the better. Me, it was my weight loss. It was my healthy, and I never did steroids. I never did weight loss surgery. I did it the hard way. Get up, exercise, and eat right. The most important thing, I did it eating clean, exercising. That's the hardest way you could do when going to losing weight and living a healthier lifestyle. That's the hardest way, but it's the best way. So go back to whomever is out there that's going through a struggle right now, that's doing something for a better future. Before you give up, I want you to go back and think a year ago or 2 years ago, something that you had to overcome, that you had no choice but to push through whatever was the obstacles to get where you at now. And I promise you, that's going to give you the power, the willpower to keep going. But of course, we need God in our lives. We need the help of God to go through everything we're going through in life. So don't never live out God. Without God and His family, I would have never been able to go through the situation that I had to go through to become who I am right now. It's all obstacles. And without God and His family helping me and guiding me through the situation, all I had to do was put one foot in front of the other every single day. That's it. It sounds complicated, but all I had to do, with the help of God and His family, all we have to do is to get up and do the best of our abilities every day. We can't sit down and hope and pray our way through obstacles. No, it doesn't work like that. God and His family's will is there, and they're willing to help us go through the problems. But we have to get up and put one foot in front of the other and go through them. So for those people out there, man, that probably looking at me right now and thinking that, no, you're bugging. No, I'm telling you, man, everything nowadays that I start, I finish. And the reason that I finish is because, listen, I'm a normal human being. So no matter what I will get involved in, there is days that I get up and I'm stressed out. There is nights I don't go to sleep because I'm constantly worrying because I just want to have a better life. I just want to become the first person in my family that could create opportunities for my little nephews, for my friends' kids. Like, I want to be one of those people that could give someone else an opportunity to have a better life, that could create a business, that could help someone else work towards achieving their goals. You know, I want to be one of those people. So every single day I hold myself accountable for everything that I do. Seriously, dude. So everything that I put forth to do, I always come up, there's always obstacles. But immediately when I come up against an obstacle, and we're all going to come up against obstacles. Everything that we are doing. I don't care who you are, dude. I don't care. It's not even about money. I don't care who you are. We're all going to come into obstacles. Whatever project you start, I don't care how, before you started the project, You said to yourself, okay, you wrote everything down. You had everything written down. You was like, okay, 100%. Once I start this, I know this step, that step. Trust me. All the steps that you plan, I promise you, is never going to go the way you want it to go. We as human beings, we're always going to have to go through a struggle. No matter how many times, how much you prepare, how much you got everything together, you're going to face an obstacle. That's another thing I tell people. Don't wait and make sure everything is perfect. No, just go for it, dude. Jump in and get to it. Because regardless if you sit back for a year and you're planning to do something, you have the idea and you're trying to put everything together. You're trying to put all the pieces together before you actually start doing the project. I promise you, after that whole year, you sat back doing the best you can to get all the pieces together. And you think, okay, now I have all the pieces. I promise you, once you start, you're going to start realizing this is missing, that is missing, this was not there, that I drew this down, this is not the way it's supposed to be. You're going to bump into obstacles. So don't be one of those people that's just willing to sit back and get everything perfectly laid out before you get involved in it. No, hell's no, dude. Get in and get to it. Because it's just a part of life, man. Listen, I'm telling you, you could ask people that's wealthy right now that did not come from wealth. Ask people, and there's a lot of people with money in this world that did not come from wealth. They figure out a way to grow wealth and to change their life, their family lives, their friends' life. They figure out the way to do it. And may God bless them. But you could ask people like that, how many times that they thought about giving up on the idea that actually made them successful. If you think I'm just talking, I'm blowing smoke, you could ask people, or you could look into stuff like that. You could ask people who came from the bottom without that family help, without that family wealth, and it's a simple conversation. You know, how many times this business you have right now that's successful, this multi-million-dollar company that you created, how many times in the beginning you wanted to give up this idea? And I guarantee you, those people will tell you more than 5 times they wanted to quit and move to something else. They wanted to give up the idea and move to something else because this idea was taking too long. This idea wasn't working. They just get frustrated. We all get frustrated when we're building something. We all gonna come and become frustrated when we're on the way up. It's 100%, 100%, dude. But ask these people, and if they would all tell you the same thing, if they would have gave up, they would have not been who they are today. You gotta go back, man. No matter what you're doing in life, people out there, no matter what you're doing, man, you have to, whenever you're going through something and you're finding it really complicated to get through it, I'm telling you, think about something in your past that you had to overcome by staying consistent. Listen, there is nothing else. People all the time, I even have friends that ask me this stuff all the time, like, what you think is the key to success when you don't have nothing, when you don't have a rich family, what do you think is the key to success? And I say the same thing because I use my experience. I base these words off my experience in life. If I did not stay consistent with me losing weight and eating healthy, I would have not been the person I am right now on this live stream. I would have not been jacked up, you know. I would have not been jacked, chest, back. I would have not been loving my body if I would have stopped. If after the 12 months I would have been like, you know what, I'm done. I would have always been the obese person I've been my whole life. I would eventually went back to eating bad, not working out, and just hoping for a miracle. Which that's what happens. People who give up, they just give up and hope for a miracle. They just hope, you know what, God, please help me, send this to me, give me this. Bro, you could go to church every Sunday. You could read the Bible every single day. You could pray to God every single day. But if you're praying to God to give you a house, magically to give you a house, if you're praying to God to give you a fancy car, magically just let a car appear in your life, if you're praying to God to just give you $1 million, if you're praying to God for those type of things, I'm sorry to inform you, it's never going to come. If you're just getting up to go to church on a Sunday because you're hoping and wishing, because you're a good church going person every Sunday, that good things supposed to happen to you. The big house supposed to come. The nice fancy car that you've been dreaming about supposed to just come because, oh yeah, I'm a godly person. I go to church every Sunday. Life don't work like that. I'm sorry to inform you and everybody else who has that type of mentality. It doesn't work like that. It don't work like that, though. God and his family is there 100% at all times. And you don't have to be the best at going to church every Sunday. You don't have to be the person who's reading the Bible every day. Faith is something that comes from within us. Action speaks louder than words. And a true godly person, you see a lot of people going to church. You see a lot of people saying bless you. You see a lot of people saying, oh, they love God. But it's all talk. Talk is cheap. Actions is what really matters in life. So you going to church every weekend, you having a Bible every day praying, and that doesn't make you a godly person. It don't. Having faith and true belief in God, and the true belief in God comes from within you, comes from your heart. Having faith and having true belief in God, Lord Jesus Christ and his family, having that faith and that belief comes from your heart, comes from within you. You know when you're a godly person. You like helping other people out. You like being respectful. You like being kind. You like being courteous to others. You do the best you can to see everybody else having a good life. You don't mind, you don't get jealous of others. You don't betray others. You don't step over others to get your way. You do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. And you don't have to be beaten to do those things. If those things come to you naturally, you have a godly heart. Bro, you don't have to believe me. You could just from today start looking at the facts. I don't care how many days you go to church. I don't care how many days a week you read the Bible. I don't care how many days you say God bless you to everybody you see. I don't care how many times you say I'm a godly person. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But what truly matters is your actions. Your actions on an everyday basis is what differentiates you from a church-going person every weekend and a godly, loving person every single day. Keep that in mind, dude. Oh. Oh. So yeah, back to what I was saying, man. It takes more than just you praying to accomplish your goals in this world. And the biggest thing that it takes is actually you getting up and putting one foot in front of the other to achieve your goals. You have to. You have to get your ass up. You have to move. You have to move. You have to be willing to get up, go outside, meet people, have conversation, work on your plan. If you get on the laptop, listen, you have to do things to get what you want in life. God and his family is always going to be watching over you. God and his family is always going to be there for you. Absolutely. But you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. And the key to success is consistency. I don't care. Nobody can tell me differently. Nobody can't, because from my experience in life, a lot of people give up great ideas because it's not working out for them right now. And you could go back and look in history. You know, some of the most successful people in this world that built that built this success from the ground. You could go back, dude. Listen, and this is not about the best college you go to. This has nothing to do with the best college, the best, or because I don't know nobody and you know everybody that could make you say, no, 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 dude. Listen, if you're a godly, loving person, work with what you have. Work with what you have until you get to the ultimate price of everything you need. Work with what you have right now. Because the main backing that we need to accomplish our goals is to have faith in God and His family. That's one of the main thing we need. And the second main thing that we need is consistency. When you know that God and His family is watching over you at all time, every decision you make, you include God and His family in your decision making every day, and you're doing the best you can every single day to accomplish these goals. I promise you, the only how you fail is if you stop. I don't care, bro. Sometimes we just want this stuff to turn over too fast. And you guys can look at me as an example. We're talking right now in 2025. Today is the 17th day of February of 2025. You could go back on God willing, look at this video, and you will see how different my life will be in the next 10 years. And it's going to be, I'm telling you right now, because everything I do, I stay consistent with it. So you could tell me in 10 years if consistency does not pay off. My clothing brand that's on Amazon right now, I'm going to stay consistent with it. I don't have a big backing. I don't have a big following on social media. I don't know no celebrities, but you know who I know? I know God and His family. That's it. That's all I need to know. A lot of people fail because, I don't got this person. I don't know that person. I'm not. If you're going down that path of who you know and who you don't know, and you don't believe that the only people you need to know is God and His family, you're on the wrong path. I think the only people that I need to know forever is God and His family. Because you know what happens? God and His family eventually guides you in the direction that you're going to eventually encounter the people that you need to be a part of. They need to be a part of your life. You need to be a part of their life. It could be for a month. It could be for 6 months. It could be for 3-4 years. But eventually, when you walk with faith and you believe in God and His family, and you're doing what's right every single day to accomplish your goals, to accomplish your dreams, I promise you, man, it might take longer than you expect, but eventually you're going to be aligned with the people that will make a difference in your life. I'm talking to you guys I'm talking to you guys, man, based on my experience through life. Because I always, when I was trying to lose weight, at the point of that time, after 12 months, I was on the brink of giving up, but I never really thought of the fact that, you know what, bro? Like this, it's not going to work out. But you know what happened after the 12 months, after me getting all those negative thoughts, you know how incredible God and His family works. By putting this guy that's worked at that gym to see me that day, and he sees me all the time going to the gym, and he see me that day, and he knew God and His family sent him a signal that something wasn't right with me, and he seen that. And for him to come up to me and ask me if everything is okay, and just me telling him what's going on, that's a sign of God and His family lines people up to come to you, to keep you pushing, to keep you going, to keep you motivated. Like, I can't explain it, man. I can't explain it, but I'm telling you guys from my experience, the main thing to becoming successful in this life, the main thing to becoming a better version of yourself, to becoming a better version of yourself and to being a better person in this world, in this life, is to stay consistent with anything that you're doing. Stay consistent, man, because the right people eventually going to come into your life. God and His family is going to guide you and open doors for you that you really don't expect to get open. When you least expect, like that day at the gym, I never expected this guy to come up to me. And this guy used to always see me and just say hi, like, hi, that's about it. But came up to me actually and had a conversation. Those stuff doesn't just happen. I believe everything that happened in life is a reason it happened. You guys probably don't think like that, but I live my life like that every day because I look at how things happened in my life. And I continue today looking at things, how things is happening every day. And I'm like, a lot of people is confused on, damn, why did this happen? How did this happen? But I just sit back and what I do, I just sit back and be like, okay, you know what? This is the reason. And I talk to myself a lot. As you can tell, I'm just talking. I talk to myself a lot, so I don't care if you think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm not. I have conversation with me all the time, but I sit back and I'll be thinking like, okay, this is not working. This is not working. But let me take a step back and think about, okay, you know what, Lenny? Losing weight was like one of the biggest things that you was facing at back then, 6.5 years ago. It was one of the biggest things that you was facing, that you wanted to lose weight, but you was getting frustrated because the weight was not coming off and it was hard for you to start eating clean. And I'm like, you know what? I got through it. And now I love eating clean. I love eating my broccoli. I love eating vegetables. I love going to the gym. I love eating fish. I love eating chicken. Like, I love eating lean meat. I've never been a big red meat guy, so it never really mattered with the red meat stuff. But, I'm like, from back then to who I am now, all it took for me was consistency and having faith in God and His family throughout my journey. And I'm like, if that worked for me, why should I stop? Knowing this is the recipe towards having a better life. It's no other recipe. Listen, it's no other way that this is going to happen. For me, for you, and for everybody. Consistency is what pays off. Consistency through life is what really pays off. Negative thoughts is going to come. Absolutely. We are human beings. Negative thoughts are going to come. Doubts are going to come. Negative people around us is going to try the best to convince us, oh, this is not going to work out. This is not, stop putting money into this. Stop putting money into that. This, bro, you put so much money into this. The negative voices, they're going to come. Or stop doing this, stop doing that. You're putting all this money into this. It's not turning over. Don't do it. Don't. It's just not the time for it to turn over. Bro, you could say whatever you want. Some people is like, you know what, you start a business or sometime you got to throw in the towel. The only how the reward don't come with everything that you do. And if you're doing it from a pure heart, not, once again, don't get it twisted, that I'm talking about when you're doing things with a pure heart. That when you're doing things with your last money that you had, that you took it to invest it into something, you're doing with a pure heart, that regardless of the last money you had, you're still helping out other people. No matter what you're going through, depression, everything, you're still helping people. You're still doing everything with a kind heart. There's no way to fail. There's no way to fail. There is no way in this world to fail when you have the faith in God and His family, when you truly believe in God and His family, and you put God and His family first, and you know you're going to stick and stay on the right path to accomplish this goal. You fail if you stop. That's it. All the nights that you're going to cry before you go to sleep, all the days that you're going to be stressed out, all the days you're going to stay up being worried about if you're going to make some money, I'm telling you, eventually it's going to come. A lot of people, a lot of human beings like us, like me, we just give up too early. We just call it quits too early. We want this business to work out tomorrow. We started today. We want to be profitable tomorrow. For some people, the blessing comes faster. For some people, they'll start a business today. And by tomorrow, the business is crazy successful. It happens. It happens, man. But once again, look at the people who started from the bottom with nothing, with no financial help. But all they had and all they need was the faith in God and His family. And to constantly keep God and His family a part of their lives every day. And to make decisions that was based around God and His family. For those people, as such as myself, there is no way that I'm going to stop with anything that I started. I'm not going to stop because my faith in God and His family is very strong. My beliefs in God and His family is very strong. And all I know what I have to do for the remainder of this life, the next life, and next life, all I have to do is to do what's right every single day in the eyes of God and His family. That's all I have to do. I'm doing what's right in the eyes of God and His family, helping other people out, being respectful to all. Don't judge, don't hate, love all and every of the creation God has on this planet. Give more than you get. A lot of people don't know that. You have to give more than you actually get. If you think you just want to get, and don't give, it's not going to work out. Once again, if you truly have faith and you truly believe in God and you follow the rules of God and His family, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. In this life and the next life and next life, you always have to give with a pure heart more than you receive. And the people that gives with a pure heart, I'm talking about when I say with a pure heart, that you give stuff. A lot of people give to get. A lot of people give stuff with bad intentions behind when they're giving, because they're giving it with intentions to get stuff back. But when you give with a pure heart, when you give to someone else, just based on happiness, just based on you being a good human being, that you just want to see that person smile. You're doing something kind. You're doing a kind gesture. You're doing something very kind for someone else with a pure heart to see them have a smile on their face. You're doing something for someone else to see them achieve and to help them achieve their goals without wanting anything in return. That's the blessings you need in life. So when you follow those rules, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not be hateful to others, thou shalt not, absolutely not, do bad to others for their own selfish gains. You can never come up in life. I don't care, bro. A lot of people, oh yeah, but I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, dude, you're not doing everything right. You're not, dude. If you think by talking bad and doing bad things to other people for your own success, that you should be successful, you're out of your mind. And nobody in this world, dude, I don't care. Yeah, you're gonna be successful. A lot of you could be like, oh yeah, I know this dirtbag dude or this dirtbag girl that yeah, she did so many bad stuff to people, but look where she's at now. I guarantee you that person is not going to sleep happy every night. They probably have good money in the bank and have the materialistic nonsense, whatever. They're probably living a good life, but I promise you, internally, you're not happy. That's not a good life. That is not a good life. Having a big mansion, having whatever car, eating whatever you want, that's not a good life. If you cannot go to sleep with a happy soul and a heart, with a happy heart, you're miserable. You're miserable. I'm talking about having a good life, man, when you could go home to your family after eating, wash your dishes, take a shower, whatever your situation is, before you go lay down, kiss your kids, kiss your wife, kiss your husband, whatever it might be, and you go to sleep mellow. But if you have a bank account filled with money, car garage filled with cars, money to go wherever you want to go, but every night you're miserable when you go to sleep. You can't even kiss your kids goodnight. You can't even read your kids a book. You can't kiss your wife goodnight. You can't kiss your husband. If you're going to sleep miserable every day, was it worth it? Those are the people that did so many bad things to get to where they are in life. They will never, ever. They will never be happy. They will never be happy. Because you do bad things to others to achieve your goals, I'm telling you, it's temporary happiness. You might say, hey, I'd rather do bad to people and not be able to go to sleep. How long you think it's going to last? How long you think your life is going to last if you cannot go to sleep comfortable every night? How? If you can't get a comfortable night rest, if you can't sleep, how long you think all of the stuff you have that you're going to stay alive to see everything every day? You have to, it's your life. You have to trade. You have to take it's your life. We all have our own choices and decisions to make. I'm just one of those people that I'd rather do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. So when I get to accomplish the things that I need to make me happy, to make me a happier person, I know I could always kiss my wife goodbye, good night, kiss my wife good night, kiss her goodbye if I'm going on vacation or on a trip, a business trip. I could always say goodbye. I could hug my family. It's a difference. It's a big difference. There's a lot of people out here right now that has financial status. They're good financially, but they do not live a happy life within themselves. If inside of you, you're not a happy person, don't matter how you could smile on the outside, don't matter how much you could tell people, oh, hi, hi, don't matter how you fake looking, fake happiness on the outside. If you're inside, you're not a happy soul, you're dying slowly. With everything that you have, with everything you accomplish by betraying other people, by stepping over people, by manipulating people, by lying to people to get ahead, I promise you, you're not going to live a long life to enjoy it. It always comes back. Every bad things we do as human beings, it comes back to us eventually. Everything, dude. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, guys, but in reality, man, I wanted to come out here and say this today, man. Like, people always ask, what's the key to success, and what can I do to become successful? And success, you can become successful in anything that you do. Whatever you choose, whatever you set out to do in life, I'm 100%, I believe that you could become successful at doing anything that you really set out to do. Whatever you set out to be accomplished to accomplish towards a successful life, towards a happier life, I think we all have it within us, with the help of God and His family, obviously. Without faith, without the belief of God and His family, it's not going to be possible. But if you have the faith and you have the belief in God and His family watching over you, your job is simple. Get up and put one foot in front of the other. Every single day, do the best you can to accomplish your goals every day. It's not going to be easy, but you have to realize it was not meant to be easy. And just like me, whenever things get hard for me, I just look back like that. Like one of the biggest obstacles that I had to go through so far was my weight loss journey. And I keep bringing it up because that was one of my biggest challenges. My Amazon business was a challenge as well, but my Amazon business wasn't a bigger challenge than me actually losing weight. So my Amazon business was a serious challenge for me. It was a real uphill challenge. I lost thousands of dollars. People robbed me. Remember, I got robbed from a company for over $30,000, dude. Then I got robbed again from another company for $3,500. But like, dude, it was not easy. It was not easy, man. But I look back, I took all of those lessons and it made me better. It made me better in business. It made me smarter. And you probably said, oh, well, you got God and family watching over. But yeah, listen, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason in life, dude. I don't regret nothing. I don't regret nothing, dude. Everything that happened to me for a reason. And I learned from everything, bro. I learned from every single thing that happened to me, man. And my Amazon business, no matter what I was going through. And once again, guys, before I continue, if you guys do shop on Amazon, I would really appreciate your support. I have an Amazon apparel store. I currently have guys hoodies, women hoodies, unisex t-shirts, and hats in my Amazon store. If you guys do shop Amazon, I would appreciate your kindness. You could go into my store. The name of my clothing brand is called Ambrose. Ambross. Can you please put the name of the brand in the chat for me, Wendy? If you guys do shop Amazon, I would appreciate it, man. The name of my clothing brand is called Ambrose. Ambross. I would appreciate the support. I got girls hoodies, guys hoodies. It's the winter, but you can wear hoodies in the winter. You can wear hoodies in the spring. You can wear hoodies in the summertime, in the nighttime when it gets a little cool outside. Hoodie could be worn all year round. So I got, and my stuff is not drop shipping. I don't know if you know about Amazon. You can't do a drop shipping business on Amazon. Everything has to be original. My clothing brand is original scratch. I'm talking about I had to hire a clothing designer to draw everything out, sample making, pattern making, fabric sourcing, the whole 9 yards. So you're not supporting somebody that has somebody else's idea. No, my idea is original. All of my clothing are original designs. So I would appreciate you guys if you could support my brand. Currently on Amazon, Ambrose, Ambross. Yeah, so continuing now, what I was saying, in the process of that, a lot of obstacles came. Before I even got on Amazon, dude, I had to go through mad stuff. I had to go through mad stuff, dude, like losing the money. I remember when I lost 30 something thousand, bro, I was sick. I was sick, bro, because working 2 jobs to make this money and then to make the investment into myself and end up getting robbed, dude. I was sick, bro, but I just couldn't give up. I just couldn't give up, dude. I looked again, though, when that happened, guess what I turned and looked at? What happened in my life. I turned and I looked at the days that I used to be obese. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay, Lenny. It's fine. Like, this was one of the biggest obstacles you had to go through with losing weight and becoming a healthier version of yourself. Now I go to my doctor once a year. I used to go to my doctor 4 times a year. My blood pressure is stable. My cholesterol is stable. Like, everything now is stable in my body. So I'm like, that was one of the biggest challenges I had to face in my life. So anything else is really, it's not that bad. The money, I'm like, okay, losing this money is hurts because I'm working 2 jobs to get it, but I remind myself every single day, money is printed, and every time you lose money, you're gonna get it back because money goes and comes. So if you out there and you doing stuff towards a better life, don't count money, meaning that don't count the investment. A lot of people don't get themselves to start doing things because they start counting the money. They start counting how much it's going to take, how much it's going to. No, listen, bro. If you're going to go into anything in life and you start immediately counting the cost of everything, you're not going to achieve the goal. Don't count the cost, because once you start counting the cost, you're already failing. Because you start counting this, you're going to have this add up, that. You're going to start adding so much things up. It's going to make you nervous. So I tell people all the time, anytime that you're trying to go into a new adventure, don't count the cost. Get to it. Start. Don't count the cost. Just start. So imagine me losing close to $40,000, and I'm working my ass 2 jobs to make this money to invest into my life to have a better life. It hurted, bro. It bothered me for weeks. I'm not sitting here lying, bro. It bothers me, dude. It bothered me like I was mad. I was mad, but I was mad at myself because it was my fault. I was mad at myself for weeks. Like, how stupid can you be? I'm calling myself stupid. I'm blaming myself. I'm like, what? You're such a douche. Like, bro. I said all the words in the book to myself. All the words, but I went back and I started looking like, you know what, Lenny? It's okay. You're alive. You still have the idea. You just have to figure out, just keep pushing towards the idea. Just keep going. You don't stop. It slowed me down, but I never stopped. I just kept going. And eventually, guess what? God aligned me with a great designer that didn't want to rob me, that decided to really help, gave me a good price, and worked with me. You know what I mean? So it happens regardless. The whole thing about us, we give up. When something happened that we don't want to happen, immediately we just shut down and be like, yo, that's it. Imagine losing close to $40,000 and you're working 2 jobs to make the money. 99% of people will just walk away. Bro, not me, because you know what? I figure, I'm like, no way, I can't walk away from this now. I just lost all this money. I can't walk away now. It's a reason I lost all this money. It's for me to learn, but to keep pushing. And I look back all the time, man, at me having to lose weight and becoming a new version of myself health-wise. Because you get up every single day, guys, and you don't make your health a priority, you're going to lose out in the end. You're going to lose because your health has to be the number one priority in your life, man. Because if Mr. Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple, would have put his health first, Mr. Steve Jobs would have been here right now reaping the rewards to his hard work. Mr. Steve Jobs started a company and made a company into $1 billion company. And unfortunately, he lost his life like by 50 something years old because he never took the time out to make his health the number one priority. He just pursued money, 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 money. And this man, Mr. Steve Jobs, when he passed away, may God rest his soul, he was a billionaire. He had enough money to buy a whole country. He had enough money to get any doctor he wanted in his life. But at the point, it was too late. At the point, it was too late. So you guys out there, just keep that in mind. Money is printed every single day by all and every government all around the world. Money is printed every day. If you don't make what God gave you the number one priority, you're going to lose at the end. Because God gave us life, God gave us a body, a healthy body. When we was born, well, some people's, not a lot, majority of us as human beings, when we were born healthy, with healthy everything. Once again, on certain situation, there will be an unhealthy baby, vision-wise, hearing, touching, yes, that do happen. But the majority of time, babies are born very healthy, very, very healthy. So my point is, God gives us everything that we need to accomplish a good life. But if we neglect our health and we put our health second to money, we're going to regret it. We're going to regret it, man. So whenever you are out there, always put your health as number one priority, man. Always. I'm going to do some shoulder presses, bro. Ooh. Yeah, guys, that's why I like doing this live stream, because I just make conversation included with the working out, because I just want to let people know how important it is to actually work out. That's my whole goal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're probably curious on why I decide to do a live stream Monday to Friday, just lifting weights and talking. Is because I want people to know the importance of working out. It's very important, bro. Very, very important. And don't wait till late. Don't wait till it's too late for you. You know what I mean? It's never too late, but just get up and get to it while you're capable of doing it. A lot of people go through the teenage life, and neglect their health, because when we was born as little kids, or they'll say, oh, live the little kid, live them eat the candies, live them eat this, live them eat that, let them eat the fast food. But you don't realize it all starts from being a little kid. You know what I mean? Like, it all starts from being a little kid. And I'm saying that to say this is that discipline starts from the beginning. So understand, if you want to let your kid eat this, let your kid that, just know that your kids are growing up with the same mentality from small. They're growing up with the mentality of, oh yeah, my mommy, my daddy say I could eat this food, it's okay. It's at a certain extent you have to start making sure your kids know right from wrong from very little. A lot of people just wait till it's too late to start actually disciplining the kid. Like, you trying to discipline an 8, 9, 10-year-old kid. Like, for a lot of parents, now they have to include actually smacking the kids, and which is not a good way to raise your kids. Because a lot of kids who is beaten when they was young, they grew up with resentment. They grew up hating their parents, because the parents used to beat them, to train, to beat them, for them to learn, and for them to be, do what's right. That's what I said. Like, if you have, don't wait till the kids are 8, 9, 10 years old to start disciplining your kids, man. I think that discipline stuff should start from day one. From day one, man. And you have to teach your kids everything. Like, everybody in this world want their kids to be successful. I don't think there is no parents out there that's raising a kid and don't want success for the kids. But kids learn from what they see, bro. And if you're a parent that's doing drugs around your kid or smoking tobacco around your kids, what's the likeliness of your kid is going to grow up and do the same thing? It's like at a 95% chance your kid is going to grow up and smoke tobacco or do drugs. So parents don't see it like that. Parents these days, especially now, the parents now, the kids grow up on social media. A lot of these parents, a lot of these women and men having kids, well, not men, but women having kids at a younger age, and they're using social media to raise their kids. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. And I read in some the other day that the United States face out of a bunch of countries, out of 40 countries, United States rate between 38 to 40 in reading. And when I seen that, I'm like, you know what? It makes sense, because a lot of kids these days is growing up off of social media. Like, my grandparents, when they was alive, I grew up with my grandparents. Like, my grandmother used to always sit and read with me. Like, like you very, very rarely hear this stuff these days. Like, mothers or fathers is reading with mainly that's like mainly a mother thing, but it's very rare. Like, you will hear kids talking about, like, oh, yeah, my mom's read with me every night before I go to sleep, or my dad reads with me every night. Like, it's very rare, man. Like, a lot of kids these days are just being brought up on social media. It's simple and plain, and it's unfortunate, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality of the way the world is going, man. So, but I think discipline is something that's supposed to start from babies, bro. Teach your kid, man, that how consistency pays off at the end. Raise your kids to know everything they start to do, always finish. It's a huge thing, dude. I don't have kids, but God give me a kid one day. I will raise my kid from birth to know that every single thing that you start, make sure you see it through. Not for nothing, I love my grandparents, but those are not things that I was told as a little kid. Like, always see things through. And even in school, your teachers don't tell you to see things through. Like, make it a point how important it is. It's huge. It's very, very important that everything that we start, to see it through all the way to the end, to see it through to the other side, man, because too many people give up too fast. And I always say to myself, dude, I don't want to be one of those people to give up right before success comes. I'd rather stick with it, bro, until the success comes. Because I know I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing everything I'm doing with a pure heart. I didn't steal from nobody to start my clothing brand. I didn't do nothing bad to nobody to start my clothing brand. I didn't take advantage of nobody to start my clothing brand. I didn't do nothing to nobody in a bad way. So bad karma could come to me on my business. So everything I'm doing what's right in the eyes of God and His family. So eventually, I know a return eventually is going to come. Eventually, it's going to come. But I think those are things, man, that has to be teach from a young age. Those are things that parents has to teach their kids from little, man. I'm talking about little, like 2, 3 years, from one, dude, from one. The same way parents teach kids how to walk from a couple of months to go. I think all of those things, those life lessons should be taught at a young age. I really do. Same way you take the time out to make sure your kids stand your kid up and walk with your kids so their legs get stronger so they can start walking on their own. The same way. Read a book with them. So eventually they're going to pick up the discipline to knowing how important it is to learn to read. You know what I mean? Like, whatever your kids are doing, if you put them in soccer, baseball, basketball, whatever you put your kid in as a sport, make sure they see it through. Make sure your kids don't jump from one to the next to the next to the next, because that become a pattern in their lives. It become a pattern, man. And I used to be one of those people. So I'm telling you, it happens to all of us. Like, we're gonna start something, and because it's not working out right now, we're gonna just forget about it and jump to something else and start that thing. That doesn't work out, do something else. Because we're looking for the quick, easy fix. We're looking for the quick thing to happen. I mean, it's never gonna, especially when you're doing it towards a better life, the quick fix is never gonna come. Anything that we are doing towards having a better future, bro, it takes patience, dude. It takes a lot of patience, dude, because it's not gonna happen overnight, bro. You have to go through the pain, dude. You gotta cry. Regardless, sometimes you could be a lot. I'm not a crier, but I'm telling you, man, in so many things that you're gonna go through in life when you on your way up to having a better life, just a better life in general. Whenever you're on that path, it's gonna come with a lot of bumps. So it's gonna come with a lot of bumps, man. A lot of bumps. And having faith and being a religious and a God-loving person is gonna carry you through it. But at the same time, you gotta be willing to go through the pain. You gotta be willing to fight through it, man, because it's not just, oh yes, God and his family got me. All I do have to just lay down and go to sleep and it's gonna go away. Hell's no, it's not. No, dude, you have to get up and push through it. You have to get up and make maneuvers, do what's right, because you've been put through a test. Every trials and tribulation we go through in life is that God and his family putting us through a test for exactly what we deserve to have in the future. We have to go through the tests to make sure that we are the people that we actually are going to appreciate the gift, that we actually going to take the gift that God and his family has already planned for us since we was born. We're going to take that gift and do what's right in the world. So we are being prepared every single day. All of the trials, all of the tribulations, all of the headaches, the stress, all of the crying, it's a part of the journey. It's a part just to make you better, just to make when you get towards your goals, when you get towards when you get to your final destination, you're well prepared. You're well prepared for your blessing. You know what I mean? You're not going to waste your blessing. A lot of people get the blessing too soon and they wreck it. They wreck their entire life. So it's not good to rush towards your blessing. Take it easy, day at a time, do the best you can, and eventually when your blessing comes, you will be very prepared to handle your blessing so you can do what's right for others in the world. You can make the world a better place than you made it when you came into it. You know what I mean? So that's all it is, man. Us making the world a better place than when we came into this world. That's it. Let's make it a better place together, bro. Ah, 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 ah. Ooh. Yeah. Just supersetting some shoulder press with some front delt raise. Feels good though. Nice work on my shoulder. I don't know what time it is though, but I gotta do one more set, man. I gotta take a shower. I got something I have to do once I get out of the shower, dude. So I'm not even thinking about the time because I love doing this, dude. This makes me happy, dude. But I got other engagement I have to do. I have to get on my laptop and do a couple of things, dude. Yeah, man. So, guys, I hope you appreciate my words today, man, because I always appreciate the people who join the live, who join the stream. I really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I want to make a community. I want to create a community for this live stream, man. If you guys appreciate me with this live, eventually he's going to get there, but I want to start manifesting it from now. I want to eventually create a community where get at least $2 from people out there, $2 a week, to get me some better equipment so I could, do some better lives. I don't have to be, I could do live streams at the gym. I could, yeah. So if you like the stream, tell me where I could better the stream. Tell me things that you think I could do towards having the stream better. I appreciate it, but I want to create a community though, that we can all work together, collaborate, and make things better, man. Another thing I want to ask from you guys out there, I really want to get into the trading, stock trading. I want to get into it really, really bad, but I really don't trust the internet or social media. So if you guys are out there and you actually know somebody that's trustworthy, that you would think that is a trustworthy person and not somebody that is out to just take your money. I'm not looking for no Wes Watson. I'm not looking for Kylie Muscle. I'm not looking for people who just want to get the money and just, no, I'm looking for people that's like loyal, good-hearted people. I'm looking for good soul people to work with. Somebody that's been in the trading industry for years and they have a lot of intel about stock trading, day trading. They have a lot of intel they've been doing for years and they don't mind helping someone else out. I'm not talking about for free. I'm talking about I just want to work with somebody that knows what they're doing and don't mind to see me making a good living doing it. Because a lot of people, they'll sell you their course and they'll sell you programs, but they will never want to teach you so you could surpass them. I don't like dealing with people like that because I'm one of those people. If I teach you something that I know and you become better at it, you become better at what I taught you, I'm happy for you, dude. I will go back to you and tell you, listen, teach me, what I don't know about this stuff, because obviously you surpass me and I'm happy for people like that. But a lot of people is not like that. 95% of human beings are not like that, dude. Like if they teach you something, they want to teach you the minimum. They want to teach you the minimum, dude, of what they actually know so they don't see you surpassing them. They want to always keep you at the bottom level. Why they keep climbing, they want to keep you at a certain level and gradually feed you information that will make you grow a little bit, but never to outgrow them. I don't like people like that. If you're going to do something in this world to help someone else out, let it be selfless. Let it be not a selfless act. Let it be a selfless act, dude. Don't make it a selfish situation. Make it a selfless act, meaning that you teach somebody something that you know that you're great at. Don't give the minimum lessons. Give the lessons that's going to make the person accomplish the goal. And once again, regardless if they surpass you, you know that's somebody that you helped, that you taught everything you know. So now whatever little left turns or right turns they made to get them to where they are now, they can teach you the same way. That's what life is about, us helping each other out, man. A lot of people do so many selfish things these days. That's why it's hard for me. You're probably thinking, there's so many people on the internet that's selling courses, that's selling programs to how to teach you to become a stock trader. It's a bunch of scams. A lot of these people is pulling scams. You know what I mean? A lot of these people is just getting ChatGPT and getting, to write stuff off. It's just a bunch of scam. So that's the reason I'm very hesitant. I'm very, very hesitant on who I could work with because I already took my losses off of the internet. Already took losses, man. So now I'm very cautious with everything that I do. With everything that I do, I'm very cautious. And I want to meet the right person, not just meeting the right person over the phone. No, not over a email. No, I'm talking about eventually having conversations, checking backgrounds, checking who I'm dealing with and moving forward. I'm never in a haste, in a rush to accomplish things no more. That's what I learned from my past experience. Don't be in a rush. Just want to do it every single day, make the attempt. Like I'm making the attempt right now. I'm reaching out to people out there. That's all it takes. Me making the attempt every single day, and eventually I'm going to get connected with the right people. It's just a matter of time, but appreciate you guys a lot for watching the stream. I'm going to do my last set. And oh yes, let's hope and pray also, man, for the situation between Ukraine and Russia to come to a complete end. Let's hope and pray for the situation between Israel and Palestine, people of Palestine, to also come to an end. Let's hope and pray for all the violence that's going on all around the world to come to an end, so people could go back and live in peace and have a good life. So fingers crossed. Hopefully, Mr. Donald J. Trump and his administration could work something out that the people of Ukraine could be very happy, and most important, not just being happy from no violence, but to be happy knowing that this will never happen again. I'm pretty sure that's what the people of Ukraine really wants. Happiness, yes, there's a lot of different parts of being happy, and I'm pretty sure the violence stop, yes, they're going to be happy with that. But I think the main part of the happiness that the Ukrainian people is looking forward to is the fact that they're hoping and praying this never ever happens ever again. So hopefully our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, and his administration could come to an agreement with the alliance in all of the great, wonderful European countries out there. London, we have the UK, we have Poland, we have Germany, we have Italy, we have France, we have Lithuania, we have Spain, we have so many of those European countries that could all come together and hopefully be a part of this situation so everybody could come to the agreement and live in peace. So fingers crossed. And before I end the video, I just wanted to say that, fingers crossed, and may God bless the people of Ukraine. May God bless the people of Russia. May God bless the people of Palestine, God bless the people of Israel, and to all the other people in the countries that I don't know that's going through trials and tribulations, that's going through a whole bunch of violence. May God bless you guys, and I hope and pray everything works out for the right. So fingers crossed, guys. Let's hope and pray for the best for everybody around the world today. I'm going to do one more set, guys, and keep it moving. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Stay pump, stay jack, baby. See me, man. Nice little shoulder workout. See the chest, look at the biceps, man. Look at the biceps, baby. Man, look at the back too. It's all day, baby. It's all day, all day. Stop it. It's all day, baby. See the arms, though. Love my arms, dude. Love it. See you guys.